if you're anything like me, you make extremely impulsive decisions, especially financial ones. But this can range from anything from finances to relationships, to life-changing decisions. Like, I dropped out of college on a whim because when I had applied for the student loans, some of my friends who were in way better financial situations than me, aka having two parents, living in a household as opposed to us in an apartment, lots of factors that go into it. But I see some of my friends getting grants and I'm only getting a loan, subsidized loans with huge interest rates. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm just gonna drop out. I made the decision extremely impulsively, didn't even think about it twice, and I think I ended up benefiting in the end from it because I ended up pushing myself in other ways to discover how to make money. But it was definitely very impulsive nonetheless. And I think that's a lot of my choices in life. I'm just like an extremely fireworky, impulsive type of person. And I'm trying to work on that to make myself more consistent. I think that's kind of what I lack, consistency. I have a lot of great ideas and I act on them on impulse, but then it's hard for me to stay consistent. So what I've been doing is trying to live a more intentional lifestyle. So what I mean by that is I'm practicing less impulsiveness and more intentionality. So some of the ways that I do that are by journaling, meditating, and thinking about things 2-3 times before I actually commit and do them. I also have some trustable people in my life that I can confide in and get some good second opinions from, like my beautiful partner, my mom, brothers, some close friends, etc., etc. But I also really do trust myself and my own judgment because I feel like I've come pretty far. Not to brag, but I am in my own crib. I moved out at 19, which was also extremely impulsive. But moved out at 19, had to go back with the mom because of some financial issues, and now I'm back on my own with my beautiful partner. But I'm just very impulsive. And I kind of just wanted to get this message out to remind you that sometimes things take time. So sometimes when I want something, I want it done like that. I want it done extremely quickly. I just kind of want to go past all the training and I just want to see the results. And when you're in a world now where a lot of things are quick dopamine, quick success, like for example, hop on YouTube, get some views, boom, you think you're the next big thing. Or you're going on TikTok, if you're going through something throughout your day that has you bummed out, open your phone, boom, instant gratification, instant dopamine. Porn, doom scrolling, TikTok, whatever it is that your vice is, you can get instant gratification in today's world. It literally does not take any effort. I feel like a lot of us have a fried brain, a fried mentality when it comes to reward, when it comes to working and putting in the work towards something that is going to take some time. You're not going to perfect your skill overnight. You're not going to become a master at something within a week. It's going to take time, dedication, time, hard work, and commitment towards actually achieving that goal. Which is kind of like this, because I'm practicing every day behind my camera to get you guys a message out, but it's also because it's something I really want to do. As uncomfortable as it can be for me in the beginning to get these messages out and sit behind this camera and I don't understand what to do with my hands or what to do with my face, I'm just kind of going through the motions and getting used to the idea that, I used to be this extremely creative individual that used to work really hard towards YouTube and really wanted it to be an actual thing, an actual career. And then I kind of gave that up, dropping out of college and forcing myself to pay these bills and all these other external things that kind of just sucked the creativity out of me. It was really hard for me to get back on track with myself. But now that I'm trying to live a more intentional lifestyle, I'm trying to forewarn you about what can happen if you don't live intentionally. So if you live off of impulse, you can make really dumb decisions and fuck yourself over for a day or for your life. Some people have really bad impulse control and do really stupid things, especially if you're following the wrong crowd or if you're misguided. So my purpose today and for the message today is try to be a little bit more mindful about the things that you're doing before you do them. Try to think 2-3 times on it before, you actually say it or do it. Sleep on things. Discuss it with people that you can trust and really think about it deeply, because at the end of the day, you only have one life and you don't want to waste it or do some stupid shit that's going to fuck you over and set you back a couple years or a couple weeks, all because of impulse. So, yeah. And something I noticed too, because I'm trying to do more of a live take on these videos is, I do stutter a lot, so don't roast me in the comments. But, yeah, so less impulsiveness, more intentionality, and make sure you keep track of these things. like I've said it a million times. I journal, or at least I'm trying to become more consistent with that because it's a skill I see the value in, but I don't practice it enough as I should. But journal, it's really as simple as waking up and making a list of things that need to be completed by the end of the day today. Things that might be on the horizon by the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month. You know, if I do this 1% today, within 90 days we'll be 90% better of who we were 90 days ago. So these little things add up. So make sure you're keeping track of them like receipts, and make sure that you have them logged and that you are intentionally moving towards them and you're not just acting on impulse, because you don't want to just end up going in circles. I can tell you from experience that by moving out all that money that I had used, yeah, you know, I had had a lot of good times with friends and it was really fun and all, but at the end of the day, I did set myself back financially, and that was a lot of money that I could have used towards something bigger to really slingshot myself through my 20s. But it happens, you live, you learn, and I don't regret it. Honestly, I don't regret it. I just work to have a better future, because I feel like living with regret is one of the worst things that you could do. But yeah, that's about it for today. Had a long day at work, so I just want to get this out. It felt really good today. It's very sunny where I'm at, as you can tell outside. But yeah, I appreciate anybody that's watching, and I will be pumping out more content, so stay tuned. So yeah, have a good evening, and I will see you next week. Peace.